Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beauty Bound Season 5. As you all know, Jackie is on her way out because she's going to North Carolina or North Carolina. But so obviously things are going to be a little bit different, but let me introduce myself. I'm Cristal, owner of Beauty Pro Bookkeeping, and my office is located at 7550 I-10 or West I-10, office 863. But I am very excited to bring in this new season with more guests. And today, to start it off, my first guest for the new season is Thrisha from Bohemian Bombshell and her little baby. Yay! So I'll let her introduce herself and welcome back.
Hi, my name is Thrisha Hamilton. I am the owner and operator of Bohemian Bombshell Salon Collective in San Antonio. We are located at 11825 IH10 Suite 204. And you can find me on bohemianbombshellsalon.com and Instagram at Bohemian Bombshell Salon.
Yay. So obviously from the first time she was on, I think you were on our first season or second season? I think first season.
I think it was the end of the first season.
Right, yeah. So obviously when you guys first saw her, there was no baby. She only had her 4 kids, 4 daughters, and she just welcomed in a new baby. What was it?
End of April.
End of April. Yes. So now, she's on here to basically tell us a little bit about how this is going, like the whole being a mom again of a newborn and working and just kind of going through life. But I think, as a brand new mom again, even though your kids are a little bit older, you still have toddlers. But I think things are different, as we get older as well, things are different. Being a salon owner, things are different. So how is that going?
So it's been 4 years. So Jade just turned 4. And this one came along, and it was a little bit more difficult. So I did take off a little bit more time before I had her. And we are 6 weeks today, and we have hit the ground running. We're back in the salon full time. Luckily, I do have a really good team of girls that were able to kind of take on some of the duties at the salon, and they just really stepped up and just, took the bull by the horns and made sure that I didn't have anything to worry about while I was on my maternity leave. So that was really great. And I think that really goes into what we're going to talk about today is building your salon team and the benefits of having employees over booth rent or 1099s.
Yes. Which 1099 is illegal, guys.
Yes, very much illegal.
Yeah, for at least in the industry. And not so much illegal like in the, I guess, in the whole aspect, because if it's done correctly, I think it can be done. Mm-hmm. But I feel like a lot of salons here, whether it's beauty salons or spas or any kind of beauty industry professional who has a salon, they don't do it the right way. They think they could have a 1099. And I think your daughter has gone through it, correct?
Yeah. So she went through it in the beginning of her career where she was 1099. And the legal definition of a 1099 employee is someone who is an independent contractor. Mm-hmm. They are responsible for their own hours, product, advertising, etc. You just provide them a space to come and work, and then for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
So say if I was having maybe a bridal party come in and I needed an extra hairdresser, I could find a stylist that would be willing to be an independent contractor for the day, and I would pay her. She would come in, help, and then do her job, and then she wouldn't be part of the salon as an employee
because she's not.
She's an independent contractor.
Yes.
And I think that's where there's a very fine line of what salons are doing to, especially new stylists, new artists that are coming into the industry, is that they're hiring them on with they say commission employee. But they tell you what you can wear, what your hours need to be, and that's not
It's not.
It's not in their definition of what an independent contractor is.
Yes.
You are coming in to do a specific job that's detailed in your contract, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I have employees or booth rent strictly. You are your own person. You are given a key. It is your responsibility. I just provide you a space.
Yes, as a booth renter.
My employees, on the other hand, we go over numbers. Every few months we talk about scheduling. We talk about branding. We talk about building their clientele. We talk about providing them with education. And then at the same time, I do provide them not only the space to work, all of their product to be able to service.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes, to be able to service their clients.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that a lot of owners don't see. I think that they see the expense of it, right? Because obviously it's not cheap to have employees.
No, it's not.
No, because you have to have payroll. Then that means you're paying taxes for federal taxes. So you're paying into the IRS, not only as an employee paying them, but also, also you as the employer has to pay taxes on that. Then you're having to pay into the unemployment office.
Right.
You have to make sure that there is a way for you to offer them. Like if they're full time, you have to be able to offer a health plan benefit. There's so many things that go into it, which I get why a lot of salon owners are like, I don't want to do that. But at the same time, there's so many benefits to having an employee. There's so many write-offs to having an employee. And if you don't have the right people, I think, guiding you in that aspect as well, then you're not going to know that it's a better way to have employees.
Correct.
It seems like it's like you're fucked at the beginning, right? You just seem like, oh.
You just see all the numbers and you see this is what they're bringing in as their revenue. And then how much of that revenue is being paid out in taxes, in product, in advertising, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that profit margin tends to start decreasing.
Yes.
But over time, you have to look at the bigger picture. As an owner, you have to look at, yes, I am investing into this person.
They're growing.
They're growing. They do have a sense of a little bit of loyalty to your brand.
Yeah.
And you just continue helping them to grow, but at the same time, it's growing your business.
Yes. Because I know one thing I think that I see the most, Katie has become really good at doing hair extensions, and that's one of her things. Like you could see the happiness from doing
lights
those.
Up when she's behind the chair and she's doing an extension install. She loves to be able to show someone like their before and after and how much confidence it gives them just from one row of extensions.
And I think her it's amazing. Growth too, from like seeing her when she first came into Bohemian Bombshell, like growth from like the stylist that she was back then to now what she's been with you a year now.
Yeah, a little over a year.
Yeah. So she's been there a year now and you could see that growth, like even going back in her pictures. And I was going back into her pictures because I was looking for a video where she had posted, I don't know if it was her or you that had posted it, but it was an extension client. And she was showing the invisible, what is it called? Invisible weft.
Invisible
right?
weft, yeah.
So she was showing the difference of like somebody had come in to like get it fixed from somebody else. And it looked like crap when you lifted that.
Oh,
and
that
then,
was mine.
That was yours, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then but even her also showing those things and also doing the extensions, like, man, it's so amazing. It's so amazing how far she's come. And even like you doing the extensions as well, you've had some growth too in the way that you do them. Because it's so different. Before you offered a lot of the tape-ins.
I offered tape-ins, halos. It was more of a one-and-done solution. Like, you order your halo, you order your tape-ins, and I don't see you for 6 to 8 weeks. Now we do a lot of the hidden bead, and we offer that more exclusively. We have a bigger turnaround on our clients investing in the hair, sticking with their extensions for an entire year and then being like, hey, I want to do this again. And we buy new hair. And then just watching their growth, from when they first came in and having a hair loss issue or density issue.
I mean, that was me when for a while I had my tape-ins.
Yeah, whatever the case was with each client, and seeing that now they're, they've been with us for a year. They've been getting the Hidden Beat installs done exclusively by us, and seeing like, wow, my hair has grown.
Yeah.
My density has changed just by using products that we recommend to them. And then there's like, well, now my extensions are just for bad bitch era.
Exactly.
Like for my length.
Right? Because even like as a salon now, you see your growth too, and not just because of the stylist or because of your brow artist or because of you, but you see because of your guys' work, you also see growth in the money.
Absolutely.
You see growth in the money because you've invested into all three of you guys. They've also invested their time into Bohemian Bombshell, but you guys work as a team. You guys are a team who grows together.
I absolutely believe that when we rebranded and we definitely went from just a salon studio to the Salon Collective, we collectively came together to build our brand, to stand behind Bohemian Bombshell as a whole. Whenever one of us is having an issue or we need help, we reach out to one another, and we know that, we have each other's back.
Yeah.
And not only, with troubling times, but also with just, moving clients around the salon to each other, because Giselle will have a brow client and they just happen to mention like, oh, what is she doing?
Yeah.
Or, oh, and they're like, when they hear like, oh, that's your mom?
Yeah.
What does she do? And, oh, she's like, she's a colorist and she's a curly cut specialist. And they're like, I have curly hair.
Yeah.
When can I get on her book? Or, a client can be talking about their brows with Giselle and say, oh, what is that stylist doing over there? She's like, oh, she's installing extensions. And they're like, oh, I'm interested in that. And then it opens up that conversation.
Yeah.
And, Katie's very open to be like, okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get you on the schedule. Let's do a consultation. Let's, see your needs and wants and what your budget is, and let's see if we can get you in and get that done for you. And the same thing with Katie. She'll be talking to her clients, and she has her podcast, and she's very much into her podcast era right now, which we're really excited for her, and we're happy to see her growth there too.
And all her clients are also aligning with her podcast.
They're not only aligning with what she provides them in the salon, but they're aligning with her message that she's sending with her podcast.
Yes.
And that's amazing to see that she has stepped out of her comfort zone, stepped out of her shell, and is really coming into her own and finding her voice when it comes to her faith, her business, and how they coincide together.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is, because and one of the things that I asked you when I was getting my hair done was, how is that, because sometimes you feel kind of when you're trying to walk with God and when you're stepping into like the, not so much religion, because I don't see it as a religion, but when you're with that relationship with God, you kind of find it where you're like, man, who am I able to talk about it with? Or who am I not able to talk about it with? Who am I able to just like be myself with? Or who, like, it's kind of like a little fine line where you don't know how to mix that together.
Right. I think
and she has done it.
When I came into the beauty industry, it was very much, we don't talk religion and we don't talk politics in the salon. Politics, I mean, there's a place and a time for them.
Yeah.
But I feel like, if you're in this era right now where you feel called to speak about God behind the chair, and your clients align with that,
that's awesome.
Guess what? You're going to draw that clientele in.
Yes.
And if you can have someone sitting in your chair and you can spread your message also while providing the service, I think that's the best thing. Like, you won the lottery when it comes to business.
Because I questioned it. I mean, I told you, I'm like, man, like, how is, and I'm walking in faith with God, but it was one of those like, crap, like, how like, her clients are not kind of, weirded out by it, or,
No, and that's the thing. We've crossed so many paths of clients together.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I had a client in my chair, and her husband have recently opened up their own church in their home.
No way.
So she was able to connect with Katie, and they were able to talk about the podcast. And she has a daughter who just turned 13 this week, and she was getting her first like big girl.
I did
color
see that.
service.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Which was amazing. And she's like, I love podcasts. And she's like, Mom, maybe that's something that we can listen to together.
Yeah.
And that opened up that relationship between my client and now Katie and my client's daughter and Katie, because Katie is also doing a weekly like Bible study.
That's awesome.
With her podcast. So they can, and
wow. See, that's really cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's people could come into your salon and it is a collective because everybody's able to just be themselves. Everybody's able to just come in and meet and get their hair done and talk about God or talk about whatever it is that they're going through.
Stand on my soapbox to the very end that you will attract the clients if you stand in this business authentically who you are and you're unapologetically.
Yes.
God, words are hard. Just be who you are.
Yeah.
Because you're going to find those clients that resonate with you.
Yeah.
You're going to attract those clients, and those are the people that you want in your chair.
Yeah.
Those are the people that, they value your time, they value your craft, and they come for the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, yes, she's going to make my hair amazing, but I'm going to get a great conversation. We're going to have a great time. And sometimes you'll leave even more fulfilled than just getting your hair done.
I mean, that's what happened to me. When was it? It was last week, right? That I got my hair done.
I think so. Yeah, last week.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what happened to me. She was like, what are you going through? I was like, nothing. And I was like,
the energy was a little weird.
I know. She's like, who hurt you? I was like, no one.
I was ready to fight. I was like,
I know.
Who did it?
Who did it? Because as you guys could see, this is a big change. This is something completely out of my comfort zone. This is something completely not me, but just something completely different from what I would normally get.
Right.
And so the moment I sent her a picture of what I wanted, she was like, no.
Oh, wait, who are you? What's going on? Yeah. Let's talk through this.
Yeah. And I'm so glad she still talked me through getting my colors, still having my fun in there, because I probably would have regretted not having it. And so she knows me too well to not let me just go completely crazy. And that's one thing, because she knows that I've always said, be yourself, be who you really are, no matter what other people say, and don't ever let anybody get to you.
Right.
And so she even asked me, she's like, who are you fucking letting in your brain, And man, like sometimes I wasn't thinking about that because I had self-doubt.
I think too, you have very much built your business and your brand on your appearance.
Yeah.
So purple hair was a part of your brand for so long.
Yeah.
And I think that the change was something that needed to happen.
Exactly.
And it propelled you on this path to take yourself a little bit more seriously.
Yes.
But know that no matter what color hair you have,
it's still me.
It's still who you are. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we need just change.
Yeah.
To get out of whatever funk or whatever, what other people think who we are.
Yes.
We just need to change, and we need to elevate that change.
Yes.
And I think that that's kind of what we did. We kind of talked about it. We found what was going to work. And I mean, we have been coming off of a 1-year hair rehab, basically, because when you first came to me, you had a lot of breakage.
Oh, yeah. So much.
So, and then with all of the traveling you've been doing.
Yeah.
I mean, live your best life, Little Mermaid. But your hair, especially the length of your hair, was not
so
living
ugly.
its best life anymore.
No,
so it was time for it to go.
Yeah, that's why, that's why before we went on vacation, I didn't even bother to be like, oh, I need my hair done before we leave. No, because I knew I was going to be in the beach. I knew I was going to freaking be in the ocean, and I didn't want to be careful with my hair.
Yeah.
So I was like...
that's the last thing you want to have to worry about is your hair.
I was like, screw that. Look, it's going to freaking be chopped off. I don't care what happens to my hair right now. And when it got screwed up was going into the freaking pool. That was it.
Yeah.
The pool is what did it, not the ocean. Well, a little bit.
The chlorine is what kills hair.
Yeah.
I've been talking to so many clients about how they can protect their kids' hair over the summer, sending them links, and I'm like, let me know if you need to stop in the salon. I'll grab some stuff for you guys and put it together.
Yeah.
Because chlorine is awful.
And, and right now that you said that, I need to stop in at RDA and get the Malibu, the swimming one. The
swimmers.
Yeah, the swimmers one. Because my kids are in swim lessons right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Paulina said.
So the Swimmers shampoo conditioner is really good, and then also, especially like for Paulina because her hair is a little bit longer, but even for Christian too because his hairs look so good right now.
Yeah.
Getting him a leave-in conditioner.
Yeah.
So that way he puts it in before he gets in the pool. Kind of leaves like a little coating on the hair, so all of those chlorine and minerals don't penetrate that hair too bad.
Right now they're going twice a week, and it's like, dude. Yeah.
I think with all the rain that we've had. My kids haven't been in the water much, but it's coming. I know it is.
I was in the water in that rain, not last night, the night before. Miranda had to drive she's house sitting, and she had to drive. And I was like, dude, it's like so late. And it was like the thunder was so loud. The lightning was so horrible.
That's so funny.
I followed her.
The night before, it's crazy because she's only 6 weeks old, but I feel like there's one night a week where we're just up all night.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to leave for work, and my husband was walking me out to my car, helping me put some stuff in the car. And he's just like, "Did it rain last night?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Bro,
Sleeping Beauty."
Like what?
Yeah.
Did he not hear the fucking loud ass thunder?
Oh no, it was his first day, off from his.
So yeah,
his
so he was
312s.
dead.
So he's like, "Okay, I'm going to bed." And usually he gets up, he changes her, gets me water, and then I'm nursing through the night. But homegirl was just.
And
he
was dead.
And he was knocked out.
Man. Last night too. Last night was loud. All of a sudden I heard a freaking loud ass one like at 1:30 in the morning. And because I saw the flash on my window, right? And then
I thought we were gonna lose power a few times.
Oh, yeah. So I left the door open to my room because I knew that the moment something loud happened, I was gonna hear Christian. Sure enough, as soon as that happened, he's like, and he's like running down the stairs. I'm like, come on, lay down.
He needed the thunder buddy.
Oh yeah. I laid with him, and every time, and his little heart was just like, so freaking beating so fast. And I think I fell asleep before he did, I think.
Oh no, I turned up the sound machines in everyone's room before we went to bed. The sound machines, and then July in her room, she has air purifier.
Yeah.
It's the water one, that rainbow water one. So I filled that up. So between her sound machine and the water, I think it drowns it out enough that they were passed out.
Oh, man.
By like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Because they've been staying up a little later. Like by 10 o'clock, everybody was out.
Yeah. I think we were all up. We've all been up, talking to Bao and just hugging her. But, and Javi saying, who do I have to beat up?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The little big brother.
Yeah, that's what I always like, before I had any kids, I always wanted my oldest to be a boy.
Yeah.
Because I wanted the girls to have a protector. And I actually just told them this week, I always wanted a boy to be the oldest. But seeing the way that Javi has been with Paulina, I don't need that,
Yeah.
Like, because he has been there for her and he has been like that overprotective brother. And
that's so sweet.
So it's been so cool just to see him in that, like,
protective.
Yeah. In that role.
Sister.
Yeah. So it's really cool. But see, this is what happens, and y'all should already know this. I end up going off on other stuff.
Lots of other stuff.
Yes, because I feel like there's so many life updates, and even with the salon too. Mm-hmm. She did talk about the rebranding, but not with her rebranding. It wasn't just rebranding; it was a whole remodel.
Yeah, we did a whole
man.
And that's the thing, when we started rebranding. Katie had just started working for us.
Yeah.
And we included her in everything. And I think that kind of solidified that when the website launched.
That picture you guys have in your salon. Let me see if I could pull it up.
Yeah, when we relaunched everything, we added in at the very last second a salon collective.
Wait, is it on here? It might not be, but
I probably have it.
Excuse me. What I am going to show you, this is what this is what it's all about. And what she did in one of her rebranding pictures, it wasn't just a picture of just her salon. It was a collective of other beauty industry professionals.
Mm-hmm.
It was a picture where you see that friendship, that no jealousy, the more of supporting one another rather than working against each other. And let me show you guys. It's so cute. So the one that I showed was this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell us who was on this picture?
So in that picture...
I miss your colored hair, actually. I miss that green on you.
I know. I've been talking about if I'm going to add more color in. I want to do a color block down that my hair...
Yeah.
But I think I kind of want to wait for the postpartum hair loss to kind of hit and then decide.
Yeah.
So in this picture, it's me, Giselle, Katie. We are our resident salon. Becca, she was a spray tan artist that's now out of Salt Lake.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then Josie, who owns the nail cafe.
Okay. That's awesome.
And then who did our pictures was, oh gosh, I'm going to draw a blank in her name. And I know it. Ashley Madrano Photography. She's located in, where's her studio? New Braunfels?
I think so. Yes.
New Braunfels, yes.
Braunfels, yes. So one of the cool things that I've seen you do and that I know you guys do so well, and a lot of people are really afraid to kind of hone into this, is merch.
Oh, yes. We love our merch.
Man, I love your guys' merch because I feel like it's my colors. Like it's,
oh, yeah. It's earthy. It's
yes.
girly.
Oh.
It's
my favorite
neutral.
color is that, like, it's so weird because I always say, like, oh, my favorite colors are purple and pink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I think that's been my favorite colors for a long time. But one thing that I hadn't realized, a lot of my clothes is that green.
Yeah.
It's the olive green.
Oh, I love the trucker hats that we just came out with. I was actually just telling Giselle that we needed to do a new shirt launch. And I was like, even if we don't do anything like too crazy or too extravagant, or if we just reprinted something that we've already done.
Yeah.
I was like, even if we just did something with our logo on it,
Yeah.
I think
like even shirts like this,
mm-hmm.
Like your sweater, that would be cool. Miranda was actually wearing her sweater today.
I love to see everybody wearing our merch. And it's so funny that we follow so many of our clients on social media and they're out and about with their kids and they're wearing our shirts.
Yeah.
Or they're at the gym and they're wearing our sweater.
I took my shirt to Jamaica.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Like
I traveled.
Yeah. Like I take, the thing is that the material of the t-shirts, man, I don't know. I always mean to ask you what brand are the shirts because those shirts are amazing.
They're
like
comfort colors.
Yeah. I love those. And
I feel like they get better with age.
Yes.
The more that they get washed, they're just like slouchy and comfortable. And
like, I'm almost kind of mad at myself for not, when I chose like my brand colors, for not choosing colors like this.
Just more muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause now I'm just like, man, like I'm in that stage where I'm just like, I want more neutral colors. But again, it's just a stage, I feel like, because then I end up going to my bright stuff again.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, I'm wearing black, I'm wearing gray, I'm wearing blue, I'm wearing dark green.
Yeah.
And maybe some jeans. I'm just starting to wear jeans again, thank God.
But I don't know. Like
I didn't go too hard on myself because I did try on some jeans and I was like, oh no.
I know when she was I'm like, dude, you just had a freaking baby.
So
like, come on.
I went shopping. Chase that little bit of dopamine and got me some jeans that I was like, oh, these fit nicely. We'll just rock these for the next few months.
Yeah. So, and I mean, you guys do good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't more salons doing this?
I don't know.
What are we afraid of when we don't do merch?
I don't know.
Because what is it that got you to actually do merch?
Well, Giselle's our designer.
Yeah.
Giselle has that eye for art. She designs everything on Procreate. And then I kind of just like give my 2 cents here and there. And then I'm like, send it to your production.
Yeah.
And then he bills me, I pay, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I mean, we kind of collabed on, the hats were actually a surprise to me. I was on maternity leave and I got tagged in something and I was like, oh, yes.
Those are so cool. See, I always say like, and I've told you this, I love the hats, but I have a big ass head. So then I feel like I look like a tamalera.
I know, you told me that. I was like, what is it?
Yeah.
My Spanish is not great.
Yeah.
Guys.
So, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like in Tijuana, there's the girls, the ladies who are older ladies already selling, the tamales or tortas or whatever. And they have the hats. And so, like, that's just, it's their work hat. But for me, like, I feel like there's so many girls who look so cute wearing hats, but I don't look cute wearing hats. I think they're so cute.
Find the right way to wear it. For me, it's wash day and I haven't washed my hair in a few days. I will tie it up in a ponytail and throw on a trucker hat. The other day I saw Giselle. She actually accessorized her hat. She had ordered like a chain and some other stuff on Amazon, and she made it really cute with her hat. And I was like, I love that.
I was trying to show. Here we go. So I'm going. If you want to talk on there, I'm showing your merch.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there are shirts. Oh my God, those did so well. I think we need to bring that one back for sure.
Well, they got their logo.
I really want to bring that one back. The colors were amazing. The art was amazing.
And I'm showing their Instagram. Oh, hold on. So the reason that I'm showing their Instagram is one of my biggest things. I feel like, and just not only as a business owner, but also as loving art and loving the creativeness of everything. When people look at your Instagram, you want things to be cohesive for them to for them to match your brand. You don't want your colors to be all over the place. You don't want there to be like a million different colors. You want everything to go with the flow. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing that I know, like, with your new rebrand or with your rebrand and all your new colors, everything is the same.
Yeah.
Everything is the same. There's always either the Bohemian Bombshell logo on it, but there's always something that ties into your colors so that they know when they see a picture, they know it's you. And I think a lot of the times as creatives, we don't realize that we should stick to the same thing.
Yeah, we're always looking for like the next best thing. And I think too, when we linked up with Faith and her company to do our rebrand for our website, she gave us all of our brand colors and with their hex codes. She gave us the font information, and we use that in our Canva. And I share it with the girls, and they have access to everything too. So that way, when they tag the salon and stuff, and it shows up on the main salon page, it's still very cohesive.
Yeah, because all the colors are still.
And if you continue that trend, whether it's 6 months or a year down the line, now your clients or potential clients who have just kind of seen you throughout the year, they're going to tie these colors, and they see when they're scrolling across their feed or their For You pages that when that pops up, like, oh, that's Bohemian Bombshell Salon. And it's so crazy that 5 years ago, I was in this tiny little studio by myself with just an idea. And that's where Bohemian Bombshell Salon Studio came from. And now 5 years later, we've grown into this brand.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because right before I went on maternity leave, it's like every new client that came in for Giselle especially was from her TikTok.
No way.
And they saw the salon.
Yeah.
And then they went to the page and they saw her work, and they saw our work as hairstylists, and they were just like, I want to go there.
Yeah.
And they're so excited, and they're so excited to come in and tell us that they found us on TikTok or they found us on Instagram, or they seen us mentioned over and over and over on Facebook groups.
That's awesome.
And then they're here and they're like, wow, it looks just like it does on what you guys post. And
that's
one
just
of the
amazing
things. It fills our hearts. It warms us a little bit. And it's amazing that, like I said, 5 years ago, it was just me in this tiny little studio with an idea and a dream. Yeah. And then when my daughter came home and she was like, Mom, I don't know what to do. I don't know where my career, how, I've devoted everything for the last year to building, to be a brow artist. And she's like, I don't know what to do. And I was
and man,
no big deal.
That's one thing that I've always praised her on. She is one of the most successful brow artists at her age. she is so young, and she's already built something huge.
Yeah.
You know, she's built something huge, and like to be able to do that under a cool salon, you know, and to be able to work together with your daughter.
It's amazing to watch her growth.
Which I'm sure
it makes me as a mom, it makes me so proud. But as a fellow business owner, it's just like if all I gave her was the blueprint.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you the space and the opportunity.
And you do what you want with
it. You figure out the rest. You be who you are. You love your job, and it will come.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she's an educator now. She's not just somebody who does brows. She is a brow artist. It is her primary focus.
And she's a licensed cosmetologist, guys.
Yes.
I think that's another thing that for me, we get looked down upon when we are licensed cosmetologists and we know how to do the things, and people think that if we're licensed cosmetologists, we only know hair. Mm-hmm. But we
like
learned
for me,
all
I'll be honest. I am a licensed cosmetologist, but I only speak hair.
And you love because that's what you love.
That's what I resonate with. Yeah. That's what I love. Like when it comes to color theory and cutting and specializing in cutting and speaking hair, that's where I thrive at.
Yeah.
For her, she wanted to be an esthetician, but I, as a mother and someone who was financing her education at the time, my husband and I were financing her education, I said, no. You are going to dedicate 1 year of your life to learn everything, and then you can niche down. Yep. And that's exactly what she did. Yeah. She dabbled in nails. While she was in school, she was assisting me in my studio and on the weekends and things like that. But then when she found brows, it sparked something in her, and you can see it.
Yeah. See, and that's one thing. Paulina wants to go to beauty school. She said she wants to. At first, she was like, I just want to be an esthetician. And so I explained to her, you know, all the things. And she's like, well, then I guess I'll just go to, I'll do cosmetology because then I could choose what I want.
She's already at 15? She's
16.
16.
Yeah.
She's already an amazing makeup artist.
Dude.
Like, it's freaking, I see her on her Instagram and I'm like, wow, that's really good.
Right? Man, like the abilities she has, the creativeness that she has at such a young age. And she started doing her makeup at like 12 or 13. And it was only, you know, like she would mess with it. And yes, I've given her some tips and everything, but most of it is all her.
Yeah.
She took my makeup class this year at theater because I was teaching a makeup class. And she learned a lot of the things that obviously I hadn't just taught her personally, but she learned so many of the things and then just added it to the things she already knew, which was a lot. So that has like to learn more of the technical part of it. Man, she's grown even so much more than what I was at her age.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like at her age, I could have never done my makeup the way that she does her makeup.
Just because she has the access to the beauty industry through you, and then the experience that she gets to practice on through theater. Like her stuff has come out like over just the last few months, like the things that she posts. Yeah. Like you can see her technique getting better and better every time she posts something.
And it's like, so I tell her like, you are going to be better off doing the whole program rather than just focusing on one thing. Because if you ask me like, what was your favorite thing to do in beauty school? I hated haircuts.
Same.
That's never been my thing. Same. I hate haircuts. But color, I freaking loved color. I loved color. But if I could tell you the thing that drove me out of doing hair was the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
The balayage, the highlights.
I mean, when I went to school, balayage, it was ombre. It was ombre painting at the time. Yes. And then it evolved into balayage, and that's all we did. And then going to school and then interning in Southern California, you know, I could say that I was a blonde specialist because 95% of my clients were blondes. Yeah. It wasn't until I moved here that the definition of a blonde specialist changed for me. Yeah. Because I wasn't doing level 7s and above anymore. I was doing level 2s that wanted to be as blonde as possible. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, am I still a blonde specialist if I can't take a level 2 to a level 10 safely?
Yep, safely. Exactly.
I mean, now.
I mean, and that's always been my favorite thing. So to me, I needed a challenge. So if somebody came in with level 2 and you wanted to be a level 10, but you listened to how we had to get you there,
Right.
then yes, I'll do it.
I tell anybody, like, they tell me, like, oh, how did you get white? I'm like, hours. Safely. My hair's still on my head. I have very fine hair. I have very dark hair.
Yeah, it's not, you're not going to
And
come
when
and
I
sit on my
had-
chair for an hour and then be freaking platinum blonde
No,
with
I'm
the
like,
level
I need
50, with the volume 50.
8 to 10
No.
hours of your time to
Yeah.
get you there. Will I get you there in one day? Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
But it's going to cost
But
you.
it's going to cost.
Yeah.
And you're going to be here all day.
Yeah.
So,
Like, how do you think Kim K gets to that blonde? She posted it one time, I
Yep.
think, when she was going blonde. And it was hours
Mm-hmm.
sitting behind that chair. Hours. It's not just like, and she has the money to pay for all those hours, you know? But then there's people who like to split it up.
mm-hmm.
But I will get you there safely. I mean, no longer because I'm not doing that. But, you know.
How many times I tell you, like, can I entice you to come work?
I know. You know, you and I have another client who has asked me this. She literally yesterday just asked me, come on, Cristal. And I was like, no, I can't. Like, no,
As your friend, I know you don't have the time.
no,
But as a fellow stylist, I'm like, I know you want to be back here every now and then.
I do. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Every once in a while, I love doing it. Like, I still, you know, every once in a while, I'll do friend's hair or I'll do like Paulina's friend's hair. Because it's okay. I feel like doing it.
Yeah.
You know? But I also love doing nails. You know, for a long time, that's all I did.
Yeah.
That was my bread and butter, was like right there. It was nails.
You couldn't pay me to sit down behind.
Oh, man.
And do
love
nails.
doing
I love getting my nails
I
done.
would do designs and
I
you know,
love
oh
getting my
gosh.
nails done, but don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I used to love doing nails.
That the biggest stressor when I took my state board was
The nail part.
the nail part.
Well, also the freaking product that you use with them is so crappy. Like, it's the.
I'm like tapping
yes.
to see if that inhibition layer was tacky enough for me to
Yes.
buff off, and I
It
was
was
just
horrible.
like stressing.
Yeah. That was the worst thing ever. But like,
it still haunts
now,
me to this day.
if I could actually go behind the chair again and do something, you know what I would do? I would sit there and my job would be dermaplaning, hydrofacials, and the nano stamping. That's it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I got done last Friday.
Yeah.
It was a laser facial something.
Oh,
I
was it the
trained-
skin tightening?
Well, it's supposed to resurface and skin and tighten. So I don't know which exactly
Did it feel
was.
warm? Not hot, but just warm.
No, mm-mm. It was
Like-
like laser, and I still have like a little bit of like
Oh, I did the
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay, because I got a different one, but it was the laser one. But it was, I could obviously they put the little goggles, but you could still see the red light. But it just heated it a little bit, but there was no.
no that yeah mine was a little
There's no dots on your face.
yeah she like numbed me.
Oh,
she
shit.
did a
Okay.
facial, some extractions and things, and then she like numbed me. That
Yeah.
stayed on for like 15 minutes, and then she went in with the laser, and it wasn't painful.
See, those are the things that I love. Like, I could sit there and just like, that is, I wouldn't get tired of it.
See, I don't. I love getting stuff done, but I just do what Giselle tells me to do.
Yeah.
Her and then my client, obviously
Yeah,
from the med spa.
man.
That's it. I just do what they tell me to do.
I have Mercedes is the one that lets me do her dermaplaning.
Mm-hmm.
I sit there and I'm so quiet too. You know how I always talk for any service, and that one I'm doing her service. I'm just like, relax.
Like shh.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up. Just relax and let me do my job.
You're like,
No,
you
it's
relax so
fun.
I can relax.
Yes, because it's just so satisfying to sit there and like all the little, you know, dead skin and all the little hair.
Yeah.
Man, that and the hydrofacials.
I
It's so
love
cool.
I love when Jackie gives me a hydrofacial.
Yeah.
I feel so just like plumped
Right?
afterwards and
Yeah,
moisturized.
your skin just looks so good. She did one time the lip one that she has. And oh my gosh, my lips look so plumped as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I
it was so
haven't I don't
cool.
think she's ever done that to me.
No, it's a different service.
Okay.
Yeah, we were trying it.
I never know what to book when she's like, just pick something, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, no,
She's
but
like,
yeah, it's
Pick something, and then we'll talk about what you need when you
But
get here.
That hydrofacial machine, man, it's expensive. But I could get down with that. Like, I could do that service.
Well, see, my client, she owns the med spa that's right down the street
Yeah.
from us, And they do everything. They do laser hair removal. They do laser treatments, body treatments, hydrofacial. And
Dang.
she's, now that Jackie is moved away, it's like, oh, she's so far away. So we were talking and I was telling her, I haven't had Botox in a year. And I said, I need something to make me, feel like myself and coming back to work and stuff. And she's like, okay, book an appointment and just what time works for you and I'll take care of everything else. And I was like,
did you peel with that?
No, it's like, it wasn't like a peel. I know she did.
Was it the BioSkin or Bio Repeal?
PR something.
I know which one you're talking about.
So she tried that on my forehead because I do wear bangs. And so she wanted to kind of test it out before we did a full face.
Yeah.
So that's why she did the laser. But I noticed like here and like along my cheeks, I had like stippling from the laser.
Okay.
And that's kind of been like slothing off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I haven't noticed like
much
actual
peeling.
peel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is today I'm just wearing a skin tint and moisturizer. But on Sunday I did wear a full face because we went to the theater and it didn't affect like the texture of my skin.
Oh, dang. That's cool.
Like
like today before we came, I dermaplaned because I bought the fucking planes.
Of course.
I sat there and I was like, oh man, I dermaplaned on my drier spots. And then because all this right here gets a little bit drier. So I was dermaplaning all around. And I was like, all right, my face looks good now. That's like my between my actual service of getting dermaplaned.
And I was like talking about her esthetician's also on maternity leave. She had her baby a month before I had this little girl. And so she doesn't come back to work yet. And I was like, when are you coming back to work? She's like, I need my face done.
Oh my gosh. What does she need? Dermaplaning?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Just tell her I know how to do it.
Tell her.
Oh, tell her I know how to do it. Yeah. I'll do her dermaplaning and she can do my brows.
There you go.
Yeah.
I need my brows done too. But
dude, my brows are so freaking hairy right now. They're just like out of control.
Let's look at her schedule.
Yeah.
I know she's in there late today.
This is what we do. Like, we figure out. I even, the day of the birthday party, I was like, man, I need to book I have an appointment with you. I said, but it's not till the 18th. I said, and I'm kind of desperate. Like I need to change. And then I said, but I know you don't have anything earlier. And she was looking on her phone. She's like, wait, somebody canceled this week. I'm like, put me in.
Tomorrow she has a couple of gaps, but she also has like a little gap between like 5:30 and 6 today. And then she has like some gaps. She's a gap tomorrow.
What time tomorrow? This is what we do, guys.
10:45.
I'm not pulling up my phone. Hold on.
Yeah,
please hold, people.
Please hold.
Put me in, boss.
Pause.
Yeah, put me in.
She's just gonna yell at me. You know how she gets mad at me for.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm like, it was opened. What do you usually get done? Just wax?
Yeah.
Like, where is it?
Oh, I can hear her little breathing.
I can hear it too.
Right? I was like, oh. You guys, every time I see a baby, especially every time I've seen her baby, I'm like, I want another baby.
Yeah.
And then I say, I'm so glad I don't have a uterus. Oh my! I mean, I had my tubes tied anyway, but the reason, I need to take out my uterus anyway. But I feel like, had I not gotten my uterus out, I would have been that 0.01% that gets pregnant again. Just because,
I can't see
mysterious ways.
So the new thing that they showed is that they do it'll tell you if you're double booked.
Yeah.
And then you can go in and change the time.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, on the
yeah, it'll show like it's double booked.
Yeah. So for all our stylists out there, I don't know what y'all are using for your booking system or your booking software, but she uses Boulevard, which is a booking system that I had never heard about before until we started. I say we started using it.
Yeah,
Because
we jumped in together with it because I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know. I've never used this before, but it's grown over the last year.
Yeah. And there's updates on it because I get the emails too. Because I mean, as you know it, I'm her bookkeeper. And so I get to have a login on there. So every time there's like new things on there, I get the email, you know, and there's so many cool things on there. Don't get me wrong. There's still like the only part that I hate right now, and that I've always hated from the beginning, is just the reports, because I have to go and manually like separate your guys' things from you and Giselle. Because when you have that one report, it shows the sales of both of you together. So I have to manually go in there and check and add everything up from you and Katie, and then her separate. So everything has to be split up. That's my only complaint about it.
I think that's changing too, because even for me on the app, I only see.
Wait, there's an app?
Yeah. But it's really just for booking.
Oh.
You don't, it's
no reports, right?
Yeah, you get only your performance.
Oh, okay.
So like when down here, I can only see mine for the week. Okay. And you can change it week, month, whatever. But I used to be able to see everybody's.
Yeah.
And now I only see mine.
Oh.
On the app. Which, I mean,
I guess it's kind of good.
When I'm running reports and stuff like that, just to see like where numbers are,
yeah.
I'm a millennial. I need a big screen.
Yeah, me too. So the cool thing that I do like, I love that I'm able to go in there and see like the reports for like the commission, you know, how much commission everybody's getting paid. So I do like that. I like the way that it's split up. I don't like that I have to like go to find the hours. It's separate. Because the new systems that I'm getting used to now, and not just now because it's been over a year, but it's Boulevard, Mevo, and then Jane.
Okay.
Yeah. So from those three, I can honestly say that Boulevard is my favorite.
Yeah.
Mevo, I love there's a lot of cool things on it as well, but the reporting part, I freaking hate the reporting part of it.
Oh, really?
That it's so weird.
Mevo wasn't ever on our.
No.
When we were shopping.
No, it was Mango.
Mango Mint.
Yeah.
And there's another one that I've seen all over TikTok too, that it's like everyone who's coming from Square, Vergaro, that they've been talking about. I can't remember the name of it. What was her name?
And there's so many. There's so many now, I feel like. But one of the things too that I know you did very early on was you had a mentor. You had you hired she was a mentor, right? It was someone that was kind of helping you on how to price your stuff.
Yes. So it was a Babes in Business.
Babes in Business. I can remember that.
It was a program. It was a year-long program at the time. We did coaching calls. They provided a lot of training and information about pricing, licensing, insurance, lots of different things. And it was a salon owner who had put this program together from what she had learned over the years as she built her business. And then they are now doing like yearly, bi-yearly memberships, coaching. You can pick like your tier.
Yeah.
They teach you how to brand, all of these different things. For me, the biggest takeaway was pricing myself. Yeah. Pricing myself so that not only was I profitable behind the chair and able to take an income home, but the salon was also profiting as well.
How do you think, because you've heard of Salon Summit, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know enough to be able to say like how the two would compare?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So when I was a part of a Salon Summit salon was way, way back in like 2007. And I think that their modeling has changed since then. So
it has.
I don't think I can speak on it. I don't think I can speak on it enough.
I mean, they're good, I think, as well. I know, like, seeing yours and then seeing another client who was doing Salon Summit. Salon Summit is more expensive. Mm-hmm. But I think at the end, it's kind of like the same takeaway. But I feel like pricing-wise, they help you better with yours than with Salon Summit, even though Salon Summit has been around for so long.
From what I remember from when I was part of a Salon Summit salon was that it was priced, like their pricing was based on like previous revenue numbers.
Yeah.
Not based on what they taught us is like, what is your cost of service and then what is your hourly rate and how do those two correlate?
Yes, because I feel like that's where their biggest mistake is from Salon Summit, because I have salons who are using them, and I feel they're priced so low, and they could do so much better. Like they could make so much more money, but it's because of the way that they have them raising their prices. I don't think it makes sense. And that's one of my biggest things, and not just as a bookkeeper, but just as a retired hairstylist.
I think that's one of the things that when I see other stylists priced really lowly, like really on the low end of stuff, at the end of the day, I'm like, how are you making any money?
And it's because I don't know.
Right.
Honestly, like they don't know how they should be pricing things, which is an issue that I had early on in my career.
My pricing is based on a service as a whole, because we don't offer like a la carte. We offer package pricing. So when you book your service, that's exactly what you're going to pay for. And we have broken it down ounce by ounce.
Yeah.
So in that service, it's a color service, we know what's allotted for that color service. If you go over that amount, and we have a very nice buffer, so that way, you can kind of work to what the client needs and you're not just stuck in that. We have priced it so we know ounce by ounce what each of these services costing. And
because you use one of my favorite things.
Yeah, we use Salon Scale as well.
Yes.
So Salon Scale.
I still haven't seen what the back end to that looks like, but I just saw what the back end to, is it Vish? I just saw what that looks like.
So when I brought in Salon Scale, it was was so that we could really hone in on what we're spending on our back bar, and if we needed to adjust our pricing, because whether we want to admit it or not, we are going into a recession.
Yeah.
And because we are priced at the higher end of the market for San Antonio, we want to make sure that we're still meeting our profit guidelines. And we're also giving the client the most value for their money.
Yeah.
So when I brought in that, I wanted to make sure that not only was myself, but my stylist were using the parameters that we've already created for each service and staying within that and making sure that we're charging. Because my thing is like whenever that lock unlocks to that salon, money's going out the door. So we need to make sure that every time that somebody's in there that we are turning some sort of profit.
Yes.
And that we're not just willy-nilly just using product up and then...
And I think that keeps the stylist accountable as well of the product that they're using and how much product you're wasting, correct?
Yep.
So...
Because even with Salon Scale, we can go back. If we have waste, we can measure out that waste and then to adjust.
Yeah.
The cost that we spent.
Yeah. So if you could give a salon owner or somebody who's coming into the industry, if you could give them some advice on what your top 3 things that they must have in their salon, what do you think are those 3 top things that they should have in order to be able to know where their money's going, how they're spending their money?
So for an independent artist, I would say Salon Scale. Whether you're going into a studio or you're going into booth renting, get yourself Salon Scale. It's only like $50 a month, maybe a little less. You need an iPad, and then you purchase one scale, because that's going to tell you exactly how much product cost you're spending on each client, and then you can decide whether or not what your hourly wage is.
Okay.
That's what I would say for a booth renter or an independent stylist that's going into a suite. For a person who is opening a salon and going to be having employees, I would say Boulevard for your booking and Salon Scale, and then pricing based on those 2 things. Because not only will it tell you how many hours your stylists are booked, it will also tell you their revenue for each week. and it'll also tell you their productivity.
Yeah.
Which I like, because like I say, every minute that salon is open, those lights are on, that door is unlocked.
How much are they making?
How much are they making? How much revenue is the salon making? Because we want to pay them.
Yeah.
We don't want to, we don't want to shortchange them on their commissions, but at the same time, are they profitable every time that they're in the salon? So their productivity while they're there.
And also,
because I tell you all the time, I don't care if you're in the salon for 20 hours or you're in the salon for 80 hours a week.
Like, how much are you making?
How much are you making? Because I remember when I first moved to San Antonio and I went to go work at a salon, I didn't know anybody. And I was trying to find myself within the community, especially on Facebook and mom groups and local entrepreneur groups and things like that. I would sit in that salon sometimes 6 hours a day and only have one client. And I'm like, that wasn't enough for me.
Yeah.
And at the time, that salon was not doing anything to help me build my book.
Yeah.
So it was up to me. And they were very strict on the pricing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm churning out $200, $300, $400 color services, but you're stifling me and keeping me here because, we want to be affordable. We're an affordable salon. And it's just like,
you want to make money.
Right. We want to make money. We want to, that price point that you're, and my biggest issue is that they were salon owners, but they weren't hairstylists.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not covering your cost of color.
Yeah. That's so dumb.
And at the time, if they would ask me like, well, how come, you're not in the studio? I'm like, well, why would I want to be?
Of course. There's no reason for you to want to be in the studio.
Why would I need to be? I'm new here.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, I'm from San Antonio originally, but I hadn't lived here in 17 years.
Dang. See, and that's what I think, and that's also going back to you are being forced to be somewhere and then not getting paid for it. Mm-hmm. And so, again,
and I was a 1099 there.
You were, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So then, as a W-2, that's one of the things. You're a W-2, but it doesn't mean that you're only getting paid hourly. You're getting paid hourly or commission depending on what's higher. Mm-hmm. So if you're in the salon and you're booked for however many hours, and during those hours you have 3 clients, but your commission is going to be higher than your hourly pay, then you're going to get paid commission. But if your hourly is higher than your commission, you're going to get paid hourly. So those are don't be afraid to have W-2 employees just because you think you're going to have to pay them an hourly plus commission, because that's not how it works. It's one or the other depending on what's higher. Now, obviously you want to have it in a way where your stylists are going to be working hard in order to make enough money for themselves. Not for the salon, but for themselves in order to want to grow. Because if you're pushing them to grow, they're gonna try to stay busy. So always keep that in mind. Like a commission employee, it is an hourly employee, but it's whatever is higher that is what they get paid. The tips are always yours as an employee. They're not the salon owners at all. So that's one thing that I hope y'all understand, especially for everyone that's fresh out of high school. Not high school, sorry, beauty school. Keep in mind too that you want to go out and assist. Become an assistant before you go out there and try to be a stylist, because there's still so much for you to learn. And a lot of the times girls are out of beauty school thinking that everybody owes them something, and that's not how it works. Be humble enough to ask for help, and also be humble enough to want to go into a salon and start off as an apprentice or as an assistant. Other than that, I don't think is there any tips from you before we close this off?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I will always say, go out and assist, especially out of beauty school, no matter how much you think you know.
I wish I would have done that from the beginning.
Assisting is going to give you a sense of being an employee, learning all the ins and outs of the salon, because most assistants are doing back bar, are doing inventory, are washing, blow drying, things like that, because a wash at school is not the same as a wash that you're going to give to a high-end luxury client. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're offering, is high-end luxury hair.
Shit,
it's an experience.
I haven't been in a while, but I go and get my hair washed every once in a while just because It's my time to relax.
I mean, we do it to each other.
Yeah.
It's just like, can you please wash my hair today? Yeah. And Katie's like, yes, come on. I got like, and even if we only have 10 or 15 minutes in between clients or we're heading out the door.
Wash. I don't care if you don't have time to blow dry my hair. Just wash my hair.
Wash my hair, please.
Yes, that's it.
And it's laying back in those very comfy, very expensive shampoo bowls.
Yeah. It's
a different experience.
I was so tempted to just, because I knew you were going to be done at 12 and I knew we didn't have to be here till 12 or 2:30. I was so tempted to just ask you if you had time to wash my hair. But then I was running late and everything. And I was like, I'm not even going to try. But
that was my cousin the other day. She's like, you haven't talked to me all day. I was like, I was working.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I was like, if you want to come get your hair done, you want to come get a hair wash? I was like, you can walk around the salon and clean something.
Yeah.
In between.
Exactly. And that's it.
Well, she's my cousin, so we barter. I have her clean something for me or clean my house or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, and you stay pretty.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just that, honestly. It's just I just need to talk, but I haven't seen you in a while. Mm-hmm. But I also need my hair washed.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it's
actually,
one of those.
I bought you a, it's from Kenra. It's like a depositing conditioner.
Yeah.
That I was going to bring, but I didn't go by the salon before.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, we're pushing it back to 2:30, so.
Yeah, you're like, there's no reason for me to go.
Yeah. You know me. I'm like, I'm going to stay home.
That's me.
But I did buy you a leave-in depositing conditioner. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, because it's... But I've washed my hair twice since I saw... Oh, and that's a lot, I feel like. But I had to wash it because I got baptized on Saturday, so I was in that lake. And I got home and I was like, all right, let me wash this
I went
out.
to go do our color run on Monday. And I was like, oh, I'm going to grab this for Cristal because she's going to need it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so I have it there.
Yeah.
For your next time.
Man, I love my hair. It's just so like... Oh.
I love it short. Yeah. Everybody's in their short era right now. And I'm a little upset.
But your hair is long.
Because my hair is so long. But I didn't realize how long it was because the last 5 months of my pregnancy, I was in the trenches. So it was just up in a clip.
Yeah. But now, I know, I saw you come in and it's like...
It's so long and... Katie's rocking a bob and Giselle's rocking a bob and now you have a version of the bob and I'm just like everybody's in their bob hair and I'm like
I know, I just need texture again or more texture.
We can do it.
I think. Yeah.
We'll keep it funky.
Right? Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. We have to cut it because Thrisha has clients still, so she has to get to the salon. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being my first guest of season 5.
It's awesome. Can you believe it? You're here, season 5?
Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
That is
congratulations
so awesome.
to that.
Thank
Where's
you.
the little hand clap? Do we have that sound?
Yes. Hold on.
Woo!
Yay! That's so cool. I always get so excited over these little... But yeah, so thank you so much for being my first guest of the season. And we hope to still see you around.
For sure.
More often.
I'm always here. I'm always a phone call away.
With the baby. I'm all with the baby.
Maybe she'll come on when she starts talking.
Right? Imagine, she's just sitting there with the microphone.
And girl, Genesis already asked me, Genesis is my 10-year-old, what can she do at the salon so she can earn money? And I'm like, girl,
let me teach you.
You don't have a license. Unfortunately, you are not quite licensed.
Yeah. You're like, I can't.
Eventually.
Right?
Eventually.
I mean, she could be an apprentice because there's a way to do that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Can we make it part of our homeschool curriculum?
You can.
Put that on the calendar.
Let's do it. Yeah. But thank you. And thank you, everybody, for watching. If you haven't followed us, you can follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and everywhere where podcasts are found as Beauty Bound TX or just Beauty Bound. So thank you and bye.
Bye.